Hey, welcome to the Daily Beard for November 11th, 2019. So it's Remembrance Day. And I'm always a little emotional on Remembrance Day. I never got served. There was no great war going on in my lifetime, thank God. I like to think if there was something like World War II going on that I would have served. I think I would have, but never had that opportunity in the chance, and I'd be glad that means there hasn't been a world war. But yeah, I don't know. Remembrance Day it's always moving, and every time it comes around, it makes me proud that I'm Canadian. Canadians have stood up and proudly represented the country throughout the wars in the last 100 years. Last 100 and a bit, like World War One. World War One's where we kind of came into our own as a country. We literally, it's like Canada stood up and went, yeah, we're going, and lost massive amounts of young men. And then World War II, a lot, like, America kicked butt in that war. They did. So did Russia. But Canada definitely stood up and did our part. And the D-Day landings quite often get, Canada gets overlooked. But we were there, and we took a beach, and it was important. And we got to watch the Canadian ceremonies today on YouTube. They were streamed live on YouTube, and from Ottawa. And yeah, there's a lot to be proud of, and I'm really grateful for the men and women who have given their lives in service, but also given their lives and given their lives. There are people who have died for this country and our freedoms that we daily quite often take for granted. So yeah, as for my family, we always kind of do on Remembrance Day, last 4 years, we watch a movie called Memphis Belle. We watch a lot of more movies between November 1st and November 12th. It's all war movies to kind of pay tribute to. Someone may find that I don't know, not enough, which I'm sure it's not, but that's one of the things we like to do, is to help remember the people we watch movies. This year we've been watching Band of Brothers. I've been showing my daughters this. Next year I'll do the Pacific. But we watch movies. It's like Saving Private Ryan, more recently Hacksaw Ridge and stuff like that. And sorry, I'm just gonna move the camera. And we watched Memphis Belle on Remembrance Day. It became a thing where I showed it to them on a Remembrance Day. And they're like, that's our tradition. We watch Memphis Belle. My daughters are quite adamant that like, I was like, well, why don't we pick a movie? And they're like, no, Memphis Belle. If you don't know, Memphis Belle is the story of the Memphis Belle, which is a plane, which is a flying fortress, which holds 10 men. It's a bomber. And the Memphis Belle is based on a true plane that was on its 25th mission. When you do 25 missions, you get to go home as a soldier. You're done. And it happened very rarely. And Memphis Belle is the story of the plane going on its 25th mission. And yeah, it's a really good movie. It's from the 80s. I'm a really big fan of it. I think it's really underappreciated, and my daughters love it. So it's the movie we watch. I've introduced them to other ones. I don't care, like, Saving Private Ryan. We watched The Longest Day last year. We're watching The Gambit. I've shown them a lot of movies and stuff, but that's the one we do. So we're going to be watching that. With Zion's boyfriend should be coming over, and we're going to be showing that to him for the first time probably. And we invited other people. I don't think anyone was coming. It's snowy and where I am. So anyways, you have an awesome November 11th. Thank a veteran, thank a soldier, and just remember that you're free and you get to do awesome things because other people paid for that price. Thanks. God bless.